He will not be playing against Rudan. He is through already.
Yeah.
His job today is done. Rudan, however, he is now facing elimination. He is the big favorite against Atheist P. He was before already, though. Is this gonna be another upset? Is Rudan gonna be losing again here?
We're gonna see about that. This is him, a little photo from Gamescom last year, where he faced War Chief Yaws and Hate Love Anger, coming up 4th in the WCA European Pro Qualifier. Since then, a little decline, maybe a little more focus on basketball instead of Warcraft. He was gone from the tournament scene for quite some time, made his return when once WCA appeared on the horizon of European Warcraft tournaments. And on the other side, Atheist P. They know each other, basically inside out. They played together for quite some time and yeah, practice together and stuff, if Rudan practices at least. So yeah, this is his big tournament. The first games against Sonic showed that he has at least some kind of game plans, at least on Twisted Meadows. But will this be incorporated into Amazonia? On Amazonia, it looked like Atheist P has no chance versus Sonic. Is this gonna be different versus Rudan? We see a Demon Hunter once again. This is no surprise here. We see an Archmage as well. But will we see the Immolation Harass that almost killed him in this game against the Ukrainian?
Well, there's a good reason to go for it. It's very effective on this map. Very close. You can go for a lot of militia damage because a lot of militia have to be used, and obviously it's AoE. Even though Sonic didn't deal that much damage to the militia when it was being taken, the natural, the footmen were really suffering hard. And the tech was so fast that when the Demon Hunter had to leave to heal up, bam! The Panda was there. The harass continues. And I wonder if after that game, how it turned out, really how he got destroyed, honestly. Is Atheist P maybe gonna be looking towards a one-based play instead? I would love to see the reprisal style. Why is no one playing the reprisal style anymore? That was so cool.
Without spell breakers, just lots and lots of Sorks, and then try to kite as good as possible. But this is something special from Atheist P once again. This is a creep route that we have rarely seen before. He's going for the expansion right away. But Rudan, I think he knows about this. Going for a Huntress Hall right away. And this can be punished so hard.
Yeah, and I think the same problem that was happening on Twisted Meadows against Sonic is going to be happening again. This Archmage is going to be stuck on level 2 for such a long time. By the way, Detonate not getting rid of the Water Elementals, but getting them very low. Next, Wisp coming in for the Detonate. Not really necessary dose for it anyways, for 1 HP Water Elemental. And here we go, Immolation. Once more, Demon Hunter is ready. First Footman will be dying.
The big difference here is the first game, the game against Sonic, the Panda was busy creeping himself for quite some time. So that gave Atheist P the opportunity to get the expansion up. This time, the Demon Hunter is spot on, knows exactly what he wants to do with Immolation. So much damage coming towards the workers and the Archmage now as well. He has the big potion of mana. That is 2 more Water Elementals. I think he needs them. There's no Wisp nearby. We play Ring Around the Militia here, but the duration is almost over. And then the Demon Hunter will have a hard time, but he retreats. He needs more mana, but he will be back in a second. And another difference compared to the Sonic game is Rudan adapted immediately. No archers. Sonic's archers were a little late to the party. This time we're gonna see huntresses, and area of effect damage or bouncing glaives against workers works so damn well. And he has a tier 2 tech on the way. This is a fantastic early game for Rudan.
In favor of those huntresses, though, he does delay the Moonwells quite a bit. So he was able to heal up now, yes, but now they're entirely dry. Alright, we still have nighttime, it's still going to be regenerating, but only 2 Moonwells regenerating. So if the Demon Hunter drops super low again, he's not going to be able to easily get up to full health again, and the Peasants around, really cool, baiting it with the AM. Of course, now Immolation dealing lots of damage, keeps it closed as well with the next Footman. Very well microed there by Atheist P, we do have to say, and remember about those Moonwells, yeah, only 2. Demon Hunter is only going to have 270 HP, his harass potential severely limited.
This was the This was the move that Atheist P needed, and I was really surprised on how well he microed that footman to close up the gap that was created by the Demon Hunter killing the peasant here, but now he has the support of 2 hunters. Immolation?
Can he kill the expansion
not
again?
so much. Yeah, looks like it. He gets at least one. Yeah, he gets all the peasants, man.
This is
so
enough.
much damage.
Yeah,
One archer as well.
Ooh.
The Archmage is
There's no
streaming
TP though.
Yeah, he goes for the surround again, doesn't quite get it though, but the Town Hall has been cancelled. No surround, doesn't trap the Archmage, goes out here without any... Okay, this casualty, but it was denied by the Demon Hunter.
Why didn't the Huntresses go for the peasants? I think this is again showing that Rudan, yeah, he's not playing bad, but he's not on top of his game. If he had paid attention to those Huntresses, if he had split those Huntresses, he could have gotten 2 more kills on the peasants at the expansion. He finds one of them now, so damage is still being done, and the big thing, of course, the expansion, man. And now he doesn't have the lumber because it was killed. Now he has to fast build a lumber mill at the expansion to get enough lumber for the expansion.
A disaster for ATSP.
Oh, and Shadow Melt, you gotta be kidding me.
Of course it is. No dust available, and the Archmage is trapped in his own base, most likely. Can he escape somehow? There's no potion, but there's Breath of Fire, and the Archmage goes down. He goes for another surround on the Demon Hunter. Will be able to kill it, maybe. He closes the gap. Yeah, there is no staff, but he kills so many footmen. He keeps it close still, but the next footman is dying. Nice escape by Rudan, kills the 4th footman in this scenario and escapes another peasant dead. Absolute carnage at the well, not the expansion, at whatever this is from Atheist P.
Poor Atheist P, man. These games are so painful. For him, most of all. Oh, Jesus. He's staying in this game. Of course, it's long over. Maybe thinking about the next map. Maybe.
The maps are determined already.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about what to do.
Okay, what to do, yeah, sure. Archmage is back though. Kinda close to level 3, but Shadow not again this time, but Mana Burn and the next damage from the Panda.
But there are the boots.
Yeah, Boots. He blocks himself, and the Archmage dies for the 2nd time. He's around for the 3rd time, but that is it. A game of 7 minutes, and Rudan.
That was even more terrible, more brutal than that against Sonic.
Yeah, this reminds me of when I saw the Demon Hunter RAS for one of the first times. That was Foggy versus Zyko. That game was over that game was over in 5 minutes. So this is not a record set here, but still, I was pretty impressed. How well Rudan adapted. Atheist P did not go for the laboratory. This is something that we rarely see against Night Elf, though, going for the expansion right away, not with level 2, but Rudan knew about this. He scouted this, and he just knew exactly what to do. And the Huntress, such a nice addition. The Bouncing Glaives, you saw it against the Workers, how well they were, killing the expansion. Just no chance.
Yeah, Rudan did it pretty well, but also Atheist P made an incredibly big mistake. The reason you go for instant expansion is you want to have it up as quickly as possible, obviously, and you think you're so early that you can't be harassed. But he was wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he thought that this was going to be the case, because Amazonia is the easiest map in the map pool to get instant level 2. You run to the creeps, you hit them 3 times, you kill them, and then your archer continues killing them, gets you level 2, and you arrive down there in time to harass so much. I don't know. This didn't look like... on Twisted Meadows, I thought there was a well thought out strategy that might work. Turned out it didn't. Yeah. But it might work. But on Amazonia, it looked like, crap, what do I do? I don't know. What the fuck do I do? I guess I...
Yeah, I need some kind of cheese, surprise, whatever. But he didn't really think about that. Rudan's response would be so great.
Alright, Echo Isles. Another opportunity for instant expansion. And we asked before, does Rudan play Warden?
Oh, hell yeah, he does. Remember the game versus Hawk? Last qualifier?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
Echo Isles.
That was a long time ago, though.
I know, man, but I'm still dreaming, getting my pants wet about this game.
It was a good game, I'll give you that. It was a very good game.
Yeah, I was talking to Rudan before. we were mentioning this game, and he said, "You will never forget this game, right?" And I said, "No, I will tell my grandparents about this game." Grandparents, grandchildren, of course.
You should call them. I think they'd be glad.
I don't have grandchildren yet.
I mean grandparents, bro.
Okay.
Peasant scouting at the Merc camp, if the Ancient of War is going to be happening there, but no, Rudan is playing it very safe.
Yeah, this points towards the Demon Hunter, though.
Yeah.
To a degree. Maybe he thinks, alright, this guy is cheesing the entire day, maybe a tower push is coming.
Oh, that's a very good point, actually. That is seriously a very good point. I think that is the safer route to go for
and
here.
that's, of course, the Demon Hunter then. But Atheist is playing this standard so far. The Altar of Kings closer to the mercenary camp, so no green spot here. I would have loved to see like immediately running over and try to tower, but Rudan is well aware that this is a possibility. So unfortunately for the viewers and us, no Warden, but from a player's point of view, this is totally understandable.
Yeah. Rudan making the good adjustment here. He most likely gets away with a Merc camp creep, but why risk it? He's probably the better player mechanically and historically. He should be able to take this. So even if he slows himself down a little bit, as long as he doesn't take risks, he most likely has this one in the bag. It's up to Atheist P. What does he do? Is he gonna be going for another cheesy, weird, surprising strategy? Or does he try to play this out standard?
He must be going for the Merc camp, right? Rudan is scouting this here with a Wisp, gets attacked, will be detonating. And that lowest... Oh, expansion again!
Again, instant expo. And this being Echo Isles, he's not even gonna be level 2 after this camp. And not gonna be level 2 for a while.
And the Demon Hunter, man. See the direction where he walks, and it's exactly where it's supposed to be.
He doesn't have immolation though, does he?
He didn't skill yet, so he will have immolation.
He's gonna look at the lay of the land. Oh, if he gets the last hit with the mana burn, that would be crazy. Nice block with the water elemental, actually.
And he goes for mana burn. Surrounded the demon.
Oh, again.
But no, the
there
water
is an
elemental.
entrance.
Right,
And he gets the item as well, right? No, he didn't.
No, lots of haste for the Archmage. And once again, we play ring around the footman here. And peasants and militia, whatever this is. This time, Rudan is not responding with an early Huntress Hall, but with a Kek right away.
And he got a Shadow Priest as well, by the way, with a little pulling creep that you can do on mercenary camps.
I like this. The distance between base and expansion is, of course, a lot.
How is he level 2?
The archers crypt this green spot.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you level 2. Not at all.
No, they killed a few peasants then, I think.
Water elemental,
Water
maybe?
elemental?
I don't know. Anyways, he's level 2 now. And he's fighting the footman. Archmage does not have boots of speed. Maybe now the battle for the boot will commence. And the Demon will get him if he desires to do so.
Yeah, ATSP has not the resources to go for it. Starting this town hall now, but only with 3 pass and power build. And this fast tech by Rudan, of course, means that he's gonna get a panda very fast as well. And the pressure is gonna be high.
This is a poor man's power build, though. Only 3.
Yes.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this Archmage, he's gonna be forced into a TP, right?
Yeah, with the boots. I can block with a peasant here, or try to. But of course, wow, it pulls the militia once again. But it doesn't matter, he walks straight past them. Now the damage is real, but the mana burn's coming in.
Block,
nice block by ATSP, very well done. But the damage of the Archmage is not enough. Engine of Wonders right in the middle of the map for Rudan.
And that certainly points towards a Naga, knowing how low this Archmage is first of all, and how far away he is far away from level 3. Almost lucky that he got level 2 somewhere, I don't know.
In official competition, by the way, these players met twice. Both matches have been won by Rudan, but that is way back, more than a year in Jera Cup, so it doesn't really count. Of course, they're playing for Team Serbia, both in the Nations Cup, which got them to the quarterfinals, I think, if I'm not mistaken about this. Yep, quarterfinal. Sure. They lost then to Russia, 1-3.
Tier 2 finishes for the Night Elf right now. And the Tavern isn't far away at all from this Archer, but now he's focused on the Archmage, who is blocking himself again nicely with the Footman, keeping himself alive. How long can he keep this up, though? The Demon Hunter reaches, and there will have to be the TP, but the Mana Burn gets the kill before he surrounds the Demon. There's no mana for Immolation. I don't think he skilled it either, and he has to TP out. The Naga has been picked as a second hero. The Demon Hunter is back in base, is going to heal up, and with the Boots of Speed will be joining his main army again in just a second. And also 5 archers and a Shadow Priest.
No defend, of course, just yet. And he goes, yeah, this is what I love to see. Ancient of Wind in the middle of the map. The path between that and the expansion is so small. Oh, surrounded with Naga. Well done by Atheist P. But the pressure, you can't imagine the pressure that is coming from the Talon soon. No, oh, there was a staff. He was close to being enraged. It was actually really close and buys Atheist P some time.
Does it though? It's only a Naga, and he can still attack this. It's harder to kill the Footman now, but he's still gonna be able to attack.
Yeah, still no defend. I think he really needs this though. The Ancient of Wind will be ready. This is such a devious strategy, but it's a do-or-die strategy. If Atheist P can overcome this somehow, I have no idea how, but if he overcomes this somehow, maybe with surrounds and stuff, his army will definitely be better in the later stages.
Surround again! But it's a Demon Hunter level 3. I think he may have intentionally walked into that surround. He has a healing potion as well. Archmage coming in once more. Another Footman will be falling. I think Atheist P actually has a chance here. If guard towers come out. If like 3, maybe 4 guard towers come up here, then it's gonna be really hard to break this. Where are the first few talents? They're coming right now for Rudan.
And the guard towers are up as well. At least one. Very defensive positioning though. It needs to buy some time for the second guard tower. Arcane Bolt is coming up, but it's quite late. And with the magic damage and with Fury Fire, the Archmage is of course a target that you want to hit, trying to go for the counter strike. But once again, massive damage on the first tier. Where's the Naga, by the way? Only now joining the fray. Handing over a potion will be used in a second, I guess. Atheist P has not much left. Where is the Footman reinforcements coming? He has no mana for another Water Elemental, and this one is finished off. Nope, he gets a militia support. Heavy investment over and over again, and this focus fire is so hard. Look at this. Fury Fire is working so well.
Yeah. Ouchie, ouchie. Obviously still only tier 1 for Atheist. He has to reproduce so many peasants, so much everything. Demon Hunter now in problems, but there is a staff should he need to use it. And there we go, Demon Hunter back at base, but now it's daytime. This will be the last bit of moon juice, and he's not even entirely full health, as a few archers start dying as well. But the Archmage man is still only barely level 2, getting hit now with Cold Arrow as well. Alright, he gets away, but he's only half HP, and the Demon Hunter will be coming in as well again with the Boots of Speed.
2 guard towers here up now, so he can't really dive into that to pick up for free, but he's so close, so far away from level 3, man. And on the other side, level 3.7 and almost level 2 on the Naga, and then Fork Lightning will heal him. Oh, Mana Burn, he's diving in, he can easily dive in, and that is the kill on the level 2 Archmage. Rudan is just fooling around, toying with with Atheist P.
What's going on with all these workers here? Is there a strike or something? I don't know.
Absolute confusion, overwhelming what Rudan is throwing at him. And level 4 this is, man. With level 2 evasion, he can stand on the towers quite long. Even if there's mass repair now.
Oh, is this too much though? He's losing 1 talent, 2 talent, 3 talent. There's another one really low. Oh, is this perhaps an overextension? The Demon Hunter can't reach. It's surrounded by a billion workers. But only 1 tower remaining now. And
all the experience, all the kills do not add to the experience level of the Archmage, of course, because he is in the altar. Tier 2 tech, though. If he can buy even more time, then he might be able to crush this somehow. But
look at the corpses, man. Yeah. This is not a friendly workplace, I tell you that. And the last tower will be falling. The peasants now totally exposed to the vengeance of the Night Elf. Rudan has lost against one where he wasn't supposed to, but now is looking great for him. Guard towers are in production, but far from completion. And we can hear the death screams one after the other of the peasants.
This is really, I don't know, mass murder. Archmage is back though, but immediately without mana. Water Mental getting focused right away. He's losing more talents, yeah. But what's it worth? Now using the staff that he sees. Okay, the Archmage is back. I don't want him to be level 3 even. Oh, Rudan is building a Huntress Hall now. Maybe transitioning a bit.
Why not?
Yeah. More Dryads. It's also nice. Always nice to get them. And there is no shop in the main base for Atheist. Oh, mana burn kill almost, but now the militia. Better safe than sorry, I think. All the towers gone. Look at these corpses, man. I would love to be able to count that high.
Unfortunately, you dropped out in 2nd grade. GG, GL, next!
The king of Serbia is once again Rudan, showing this with a dominant performance over Atheist P. I mean, there was no threat at all throughout the entire series. This was to be expected, but this... Was it to be expected that it's gonna be so dominant?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try to get at here. I think Atheist P dropping out was almost a certainty. I was hoping that he was gonna be able to put up a better fight. But to be honest, it was very one-sided, very clear across all 4 of his maps. He didn't win a single one. He didn't get close a single time. That doesn't sound nice, but it's unfortunately the truth. And Atheist P is our first player to drop out of Group B. But the next one, that is the most interesting match of the night that we're saving for last. It's going to be the consolation final between Juan and Rudan, and here we find the decision. Who gets to move on to the playoffs? And who gets to go home?
Exactly. Only one player can make it. It's either going to be one German, would be the first German in the playoffs, or the first Serbian to make it happen here. So, once again, this is the rematch. We saw this yesterday as well, where Hawk had to beat Sheik for the 2nd time. Now Rudan needs to come up with a revenge against Wan. Will he be able to beat him surprisingly for the 2nd time, or will Rudan make it happen and be the 4th favorite that everybody expected to be in the playoffs? Gonna see about that in just a second.
So Group B will be concluding in just without next best of 3, but of course we're not done for the week at all. The day after we have Group C and then Group D, and then we have a day of a break to refresh. And after that we have the playoffs for 3 days, and as well that's going to be China versus Korea on the weekends. And maybe Neo wants to show a quick glimpse of that before we go into the break. Bam! There it is. Lots of Warcraft action coming up, folks. I hope you stick with us, and if you feel so inclined, you can follow us here on Twitch, on Facebook, on Twitter, and if you're feeling really generous, you can donate or subscribe or something like that. I know, are we supposed to talk about that? Probably not, so forget I just said that. But also, on Wednesday, there's going to be a special raffle. I brought back a Back to Warcraft shirt from China, from Yinchuan last year. I harassed the players over there to give me signatures on that t-shirt. On there are Moon, Sky, Lawliot, HLA, Yaws, many others I'm forgetting right now, but there's lots of signatures on there, and that's only a single one. And yeah, if you're a big Warcraft fan, maybe you would like to have that. Wednesday is going to be the time to win it. Don't know when exactly yet, but yeah, tune in and you're going to find out. And I think now we're going to be heading into a small break.
Exactly. Here we go. See ya in a few minutes.